Alright, I wanted to make this quick video while the markets are still open because I think right now might be a good time to get in on BNGO. And I'll go over the technicals on that in a minute. But so BNGO, Bionanogenomics, they're fundamentally, I think this is a good hyper growth investment too, like something that maybe you could buy some stock in, keep it there for 1, 2, 5 years and see a good return. But I made this video because I think the technicals kind of show that this could be a good short-term bet. Short-term, maybe 2 months, 3 months out. So, real quick, let me show you something where this stock has been in the past before we get into the video. So, as you can see, this was a penny stock back in December. I mean, you know, it was trading 70 cents, 90 cents, somewhere around there. It's hard to tell when you get this far zoomed out. But the reason that I wanted to show you is this stock can move. You know, it jumped up a lot in December from about $1 to $7. Then it kind of, you know, consolidated again. This is where I got in, was kind of in this $5, $6 range. And then we saw another big jump to 10, consolidation, another big jump to 13, consolidation. I think I might have sold somewhere around here. This was now, you know, late January. And then I got in on some option plays here, wrote them up, sold around $14. But so there's definitely some money that can be made when this stock has good momentum, which is what I'm thinking we're looking at now. So, but before we get into that, just real quick, what do they do? So BNGO basically has this sapphire system, which is can be some disruptive technology and a game changer in the medical industry. What they do is they make it easier for others to obtain bio-nano data, which helps with cancer research, COVID, among other things, you name it. And so they take this sapphire system among some of their other products and they market them out to you know, medical researchers and things of that nature. It hasn't really been adopted by the industry in total, but that accounts for all these little mini catalysts where you see the stock jump when it has momentum. You know, they're always releasing good news is what I've kind of found as I've been watching them over the last 4 or 5 months after my buddy turned me on to them. So, you know, it'll be like, oh, this research lab in San Diego has now, you know, bought the sapphire system. This place up in Canada now bought this. So you'll see these little news releases that kind of keep coming out as more and more people start utilizing their services. So anyways, technicals. Let me go back to this real quick. What I'm looking at is this. You know, you saw this peak in February, almost hit 16 bucks, but then it kind of got into this downward channel that it kind of broke out in here. So this was last week on, you know, somewhere around this 422 range. It broke above the moving average. And then, what was this, Monday, it actually crossed over on the MACD. We started seeing higher RSI. So that's basically where I'm looking at now. And, you know, we saw a nice run up on Monday, followed by what I'm thinking is a little bit of consolidation. Today, it hit the bottom of it hit the moving average. It's bouncing back up right now. So I'm thinking that this is in position to make another run. If it does, resistance levels, if I can get those on here, you know, we might see something here at this 850 range, 840, 850. If we can bust through that, we got another resistance level at about 980. Okay, and if it can bust through that, we're talking, I mean, really no major resistance until this 1569 that we saw back in February. So that's what I'm banking on, is the stock just crossed over. We got some upward momentum. We got a nice buy point today, you know, under $7. Ride it up. I think this is a good play for stocks. If you wanted to get into stocks, I think this is a good play for stocks. If you want to play options, I also think that there's some options I'm eyeballing. So I'm going to get into that real quick. So on the options chain, just taking a look at this, BNGO, I'm not going to mess around with May options right now because too close. You know, this thing could drag out and just slowly move up, or it could go up drastically. So, and remember, options I always treat like a bet. I'm putting some money in, I could lose it all, or this thing could take off and I can get in big. So what I'm looking at doing right now is probably this $9 call, just because it's relatively cheap. You know, you can get in for 56 bucks a contract, which isn't bad. If we do get that movement and we do pass up, you know, that $8 mark and then bust through like that kind of $9 resistance level, this thing could take off to 15. I'm going with June because that gives me 2 months to see if it'll play out, and it's still relatively cheap. A safer play, you know, would obviously probably be $8, cost you a little bit more. $7 right now costs you 114 a contract. That's not bad either. But I'm looking to load up on a gang of these at, you know, this 56 cents. I bought some yesterday and they actually cost me more. I think I got in at 62 cents. Now, if you wanted to go out even further to August, I still wouldn't feel comfortable going past $9. I'd still want to stay here, but you're just going to pay a little more, 111 bucks. So you're paying more premium, but you're also going to get more value out of it, right? So if this still happened in May or even happened in June, you're still going to be getting a lot of premium on that, a lot of value in the contract. So yeah, I'm targeting $9 June, so that's what I'm on right now. But like I said, I also feel like this is a long-term play. So I may even end up today or sometime this week before it takes off. If it does, look to go get in at maybe something in the $10 range for January. You know, basically giving it 8 months to move, which is still relatively cheap. The IV's low on this right now. So $1.62 lets you control 100 shares at $10 a piece, which is really like a 20% jump from where we're at right now. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at. BNGO, I think it's a good, technically it's kind of setting up for some momentum. If this continues, we can get some push forward and then, you know, hopefully break that $8, break that $9, and really go up and test $15, which would be a huge payoff if that happens on these options. If you feel safer with stocks, you can't really go wrong with stocks ever because, I mean, obviously anything can go wrong, but if you bought some stocks, you know, at $6.62, even if this is wrong and the thing falls down to $5 with options, you're basically screwed. You lost all your money. With stocks, you can still sell and get out at about $5 with $1 loss or whatever. So, so that's the play. I did get some people hitting me up about CLOV. What's going on with CLOV? Why is it, you know, running so low right now? Basically, the SPY kind of went down today. S&P 500 drew a lot of stuff down with it, and you know, CLOV gapped up a lot too. So it started the day today up 10%. And typically, when you see something gap up, and this applies to almost all stocks, 9 times out of 10 they'll fill that gap before they run again. I haven't sold my CLOV position. If you did and you made a good profit, that's great. I know even right now, I think I'm still up double on what I put in, what I bought it for on Tuesday, but I'm going to let it ride and see if this thing can get back up above 11. And I think if we push past 1250, we'll really see some more upward pressure. All right, that's it. I said I'd keep this short. So BNGO, I'm looking at the June $9 strike, and looking for this to hopefully over the next month or so run up and test $15.